Okay, so let's go. Hi, I'm Sultan. Welcome to Code with Sultan. We have also done code structures in the programming fundamentals course. Now we're going to be working on data types. What is a data type? What is a data type? The data type is anything that you declare. You remember in this, I guess, in this lecture, I told you about a container sort of variable. Data types, usually called as variables. There are a lot of variables, like you have integer represented by int, you have any statement represented by string, you have any fractional value present in the form of float, you have a bigger value in the form of a double or a long, or you have a very tiny bit of value in the form of short, or you have just one simple letter in the form of character, so you use char for that. Now what's important is the size of these data types or variables. Integer is of 4 bytes. Okay, I won't be using byte with the long of them, I'll just write the number. String is of also 4 bytes, float is of 4 bytes, double is of 8 bytes, long is also of 8 bytes, short is of 2 bytes, and character is of 1 byte. Why is the size important? Because when you're doing high computational problems, the size matters. Because if your CPU or your system cannot handle a lots of data, then you have to calculate each and everything: the size of the incoming data, the size of the data after manipulation of the data, plus, minus, subtract, divide, add, multiply, whatever you're doing with the data, you have to keep in check. That's where it's very common, not commonly used. It's very rare for a beginner to understand this and to implement it. Okay, but you need to know these things. Okay, my mistake. I don't even know the size of string. The size of string depends upon your input of the data. Sorry. My apologies for the wrong information. Okay, so this is what we have right now. When is each and every one of the data types used? If you want to declare just a whole number, you use int. Int x is equal to 5. Remember, if you want to declare only one variable, you have to use this syntax: int variable name, what you want to declare, its value, and semicolon. If you want a lot of variables and you don't want to give them values, but you want to just declare them so that you can use it later on in the code, you use comma, x, y, z, up to whatever your requirement is. Then let's say a and semicolon. All of them is of type integer, and all of them are declared but not used, and their value is not defined. So int, when do you use a float? Whenever you want to use a fractional value. X is equal to 9.7. Okay, x is already used, we use b is equal to 9.7. Or if you're doing division, I want to calculate the percentage, I want to calculate the number. Oh, my percentage is 96.8%. 96.8% is a float number. I want to calculate it and use and save it. Float b is equal to whatever your percentage is during the code execution. Where you write the code, where you do the calculation, you have to use the float value. Next, what was the next? String. Okay, I want to use string. String name is equal to Sultan. Okay, string name is equal to Sultan. This is used for writing statements, writing a lot of stuff. You can write anything in the code and it will be saved as string, as name. You can even use, you don't have to use xyz as a variable. You can use anything as variable. Open Gangnam Style is equal to 7 int. It's still a variable. You can use anything for the name of your variable, except the variable cannot be a number. The variable cannot be any special character except for underscore. The variable should not start with any special character, percentage, hash, etc. And your variable should be of like standard code sequences. You can use a double for the same thing as int. Int has a restriction of like 2 lakh something 2 lakh something numbers, but double has obviously increased the amount. Same is for the long. Short is for small, and the character char can only hold this stuff. Not only this, this is just a value. Like I'm saying, we use a variable char letter. This is the name of the variable. This is its data type, is equal to I. This is letter I. Okay. This is the syntax of char. This is the syntax of integer, float, and string. I hope the data types are clear to you. There's one more twist. You can define your own data types. How can you define your own data types, sir? Well, we use a thing called struct. Struct. It's like this. Integer name is equal to Sultan. What the hell, bro? No. String name is equal to Sultan. Integer subscribers is equal to 40, because this is integer value. Okay, so you can put integers inside of this. And let's just end it here. This is my own data type. Till next time, bye.